Hey, and what is up, everybody? Welcome back. For anybody who's joining later or those who already know me, I'm Leech. This is Litterbox Gaming, and today we are going to be doing none other than a return to ARK Survival Evolved, not Ascended, Primal Fear. Um, me go ahead, click on that wonderful resume button. Oh, we got a sneaky. I look terrible. Thanks, I think. Still waking up a little bit. Got a chance to get cleaned up and um surprisingly super well rested though, so we'll see how this turns out. So while off camera, I did do a little prep work with our issues that we were having with getting toxic levels, and we somehow managed to also get some alphas. With that said, we did replace our bird. Oh yeah, that's I haven't woken up and the caffeine hasn't kicked in yet. Probably the lighting doesn't help either, because if you see the opposite side of me, the lighting is kind of on that jaundice side. So I did do some prep work, and we may have replaced a bird, the higher tier. We'll see how our humble abode looks from here. We'll switch this over. I don't know why, but I'm kind of feeling the mask. So please let me know. Let me adjust these screens real quick, like bam. Yes, we've been taking good care of Sneaky Junior because Sneaky Junior has been remaining in a Pokeball. I'm very afraid for Sneaky Junior. Okay, my character did not do that on camera. So we may have a Sneaky Junior 2.0. Tell me what you think. He may not be robotic, but he is toxic. All right, let's see what we can do here. Options. Change name. Two point oh. I love it. So he is a little bit more robust. Yeah. So we're sitting at, well, let's see here, 137,000 health. Now that might sound insane, but for the dinos that we're going to be encountering, some of them will have up to like hundreds of millions of health. We also managed to snag ourselves a new burb. We have not named our new burb yet. Oh yes, we're definitely going to be taking him out because our goal is going to be to see what else we can catch. But first things first, real quick, we got to do some legwork. Although I've done a lot leading in, I do have to check, see if we have any eggs. We do. That is fantastic. So what we're really trying to do right now is build up these alpha eggs. See what our next tier of dino is we can catch. because we don't want to just stay at like the alpha and toxic level in order to ramp up through this game. That's what I was thinking too. Is it was talc something? I've got to look that up because I also this week off camera want to start some subscriber walls as well as remembrance walls, because as much as I hate to say it, this is Primal Fear, and part of the fearful part is we're probably going to lose things. Oh, no worries. I don't know what happened, but for the first 2 hours of repo, actually, I fully know what happened, and people will hear this joke about me constantly because I'm usually the one making it. Double check this while we're doing this discussion. I am not a streamer. I am a guy who likes to hope one day I might be one. So I messed up with the audio because I use my rig at work as well as at home. And yeah, I set my audio up for my wireless headset. And I forgot to switch it back. Luckily we caught it and we still got some awesome stuff. Okay, so our next step up looks like it's going to be elemental. We need more eggs, so all we can do is just give it time for those to generate, and we need to cook up some prime meat, fiber, stavroot, a marberry. I think we should have all of that going. Fingers crossed, I hope. And then we'll also need to be able to make some elemental tranks. So that's going to be our goal for tonight. So with that said, let's go ahead, take our Rex out for a spin. I'm going to go ahead and pop out that glass. Another Alpha Raptor. Another Alpha Raptor. Oh, we are already on the books for getting hit and attacked. I'm gonna go ahead and land down here. We'll pick up our burb. Throw out. Sneaky Junior. All's good. Yeah, all right, we're gonna get rid of these alphas. And if you notice that ring of green that go around everything, we're actually causing a toxic ability. It said this stream was offline? Huh. I feel like sometimes there's something going on with some of the streams and how they're set. Oh, yeah, I'm not certain what the cause of that is sometimes. Ooh, we got more levels. Yes, please. We're definitely going to be pumping up some damage because we need all the damage we can get. This little fella can boogie compared to our others. So a lot of them I'm just splicing. So like when I do repo, I actually do the sculpts in Nomad Sculpt. And then I used to use Adobe software. But honestly, with as buggy as it can be sometimes, that is a wild Therizinosaur. Another Alpha Raptor. Don't mind if we do. But like, for most of these, where it has like a headshot or something, I'm just using GIMP and taking a photo. Sometimes I'll use my trusty phone for the photo. Other times I'll use the camera I'm using as a webcam right now, which is been a pretty good camera so far. Got a Sony ZV-E10. Oh, so that is just all an initial sculpt and then just editing and altering the photo or the sculpt. I'll use the transparencies and then I'll put it into GIMP, kind of like I would with any of the Adobe software. And it's a slightly slower process of bending and tweaking and then airbrushing over. So usually, like, when I have downtime at work, I'll sit and chill for a few hours at a time, or intermittently, and work on thumbnails to slowly work that out. Yeah. So, well, some things like I'll sculpt in like real life. Other things are digital sculpts. So like when I use Nomad, it's just a digital piece of software, which is really awesome. For how it works, it's not something that you would want to like sculpt something that would require CAD. Real super functional pieces, definitely not. But like if you're wanting to sculpt out like characters, which luckily the semi-bots are super simple characters. A lot of them start from simple shapes, just spheres and cylinders overlapping each other, slowly smooth them out. Lighting does a lot of the trick in the software, and it's so amazing because it works on a tablet. And I'm not using like an iPad or anything. Like, I'm using a Samsung tablet. So how well it works is absolutely insane. And it looks like we're at 50-50 for all the times to die. And less than 10 is even trying. So far, we'll see what spawns in. I am going to be watching out for certain creatures. If we get a buffoon spawn up, I'm going to be very serious in saying that I'm going to be quick to teleport back to base or away. This poor creature will not stand up against a buffoon. They set up all them bombs, and or if a demonic gets upset, it's a wrap. That's like millions of damage done. Well, let's see what we can do. I'm gonna swim across the water real quick. Gotta appreciate the Sneaky Junior swimming moment montage. We can kick up his speed to make him run like that. The problem is we have limited points. So we won't be able to kick up his HP or his damage, which is going to speed up how quickly he's likely to die. And
Oh yeah, we're definitely taking this out. No, you get back here, Brachio. Still some weird bugginess with these things going airborne. We'll kick up some speed again. Why not? We're also going to grab all this wonderful stuffs. And I'm going to definitely grab the 2000 prime meat. We need that to make the next level of kibble. What kind of shark is that? Regular megalodon. I am so surprised. If this was a server instead of just... Oh. So that is a buffoon. That would take me 82 hits on to kill. And by the time he does that damage and that explosion... Oh, it'd be a wrap. Well, we just kicked a little bit into speed, I think, out of that grouping of points we got. So we'll see how fast we can get them. So far, it's going pretty fast. Ooh, I just went right over that rock set. We're going to follow the shoreline. Absolutely. If you ever check out on the Discord, there is a channel specifically for sharing stuff like that. And anybody who joins it, I strongly suggest, please share it, because I like to see what other people be doing too. I absolutely love anime. I don't know what it is that got me watching it, because I'm so resistant to it for a minute. That is a pretty parrot. That's part of the Primal Fear mod pack. Well, give me a few, because if I go to look, it means I have to reopen things and change windows, which absolutely kills any action or movement on this. But when we get to a pause moment, what I'll do is I'll switch over and check it out. If that sounds fair. Get back. See that Elder Moss Chops just running from me? That thing was boogieing. All right. That is what I want. You think we could take it to the skies with an Alpha Dimorphodon? Now, I played this mod pack before, but it's been like years, so a lot of things have changed. Well, I appreciate that. I usually very intentionally remain mindful of what is that? Oh, no. We are going to boogie and hope we can get that primal off of our butt. That thing has millions of health. Oh, where did he come from? All right, I'm gonna go into the water some because we need to peep that thing out. Um, that's got 7.2 million health. Oh, 7.2 million health. He hit me immediately for 2 grand. And it's going to hit a lot harder and quicker than I'm going to be able to hit. Okay, we're going to leave him over there, hopefully. I hope. Another buffoon. But that's a small one. And they got little top hats. Uh-oh. You heard that explosion, right? But we got an alpha right there. That could be like another verb, a backup verb. If we play it safe, we're good. Uh-oh. I may have made an error. Well, it had to happen. He's running from me. It ran from me. No way. I am super shocked. I feel like I should have just died there. We're going to be careful. That is a Primal Tech trike. We're not messing with him with this. So the Primal Techs in the Primal level dinos, we can't tame. I think we can build the tech ones. I tell you what then, let's go ahead. Let me get over here where I can, oh, okay. Yeah, this is all good stuff. This is safe stuff. What we'll do is teleport back to Casa de Lichi. Let's switch over to Cam and Chat for a second here. Let me see here. I'll open up the Discord. While we're doing that. Ooh. Sneaky, you did that? That's why am I forgetting the name of it? That's a old boy with the black sword, the with the sister in the bamboo reed in her mouth. I literally have been. We've been on like a month-long hiatus because we wanted to see the movie. Where we got to, we had to stop. The castle movie that they put out, where we continued the storyline. I absolutely love that. Yes, Demon Slayer. While on the hiatus of watching that, we've been I've been watching stuff like JJK and you know what? I think this lighting is like something's up with it. There we go. Mm. I don't know. Switch down to game only for just a second. So, just gonna say, Sneaky, absolutely amazing job with that. I don't have a screen set up where I could show that on stream to show everybody else. But if anybody is interested in seeing, the Discord information is down below in the description at the complete bottom, or you can type in !Discord, I believe. Don't know if that's working just yet because we're in a mix of changing between Botrix and Night for our bot. So slow process. But absolutely awesome artwork. Oh, let's see what we got here. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that. Captured the bags very well. No, I think that's pretty much my typical look when I've just woken up. I've only been up about maybe an hour and 20 minutes, and I am not very well caffeinated today yet. We're working on fixing that. Wow. Absolutely, thank you for capturing my good side. Oh, I love it. That's that's good stuff. All right, we're gonna see if we got any alpha eggs. We did. Good. Because we really want to tame up an elemental. I'm gonna go ahead, pop some of this in, get that start cooking. Yeah. So I genuinely hope for anybody who joins in or who isn't at this stage of life, take good care of yourself. Otherwise, you get the yellow bags of death. I think probably a lot of the silliness that I've put my body through in the past life probably doesn't help out a lot. Ooh, bam. That one, I think? Yeah. I'm gonna put away all this extra stuffs from that. And we'll double check, see what we need for that kibble. I'm just gonna throw the rest of the stuff in there randomly. So I think part of it is usually like, so like when you paint, a lot of times people will use blues or yellows around the eyes, blues around the chin, neck, and then pinks around the nose, cheeks, forehead, ears. And the reason for it is these are areas that are usually more sunken. So my eyes, like if I turn sideways, you can see the Neanderthal brow concaves quite a bit. My lighting isn't probably as fantastic as it should be, but I am using at least a good lens to capture as much detail in low light as possible. So it probably pronounces the yellow a little bit higher. It may also be the fact that the profile for the camera and the settings, along with whatever colors are taking place in my background, is probably pronouncing the yellow a little bit heavier than what it is. Then again, it might be because Ginge beats me in my sleep. We'll add that out there for the extra humor. All right, real quick. There we go. All right, so we got to see what we need for that kibble. Just so we don't get ultra sidetracked on that. So we got the alpha blood, alpha egg, MR berry, cooked meat, fiber, and savru. I think we have all of those things. I think. I don't think she's in operation yet. Are you in operation yet? Yeah, he's in operation. Well, the kiddo actually joined us for a stream yesterday on Repo. The missus is doing good. I didn't get to spend as much time as I would have loved to. Kiddo went with me today to run some errands with my mom and her boyfriend. So I got to spend a good quality time. Then when I got home, I posted up about finally getting home because, God, I think I was up for like 20 some hours straight, which isn't my worst, but really isn't my best. We need MR berry. Do I have MR berry? Got plenty of savru. We have to have MR berry. I'm probably going to burn myself. I did. Oh, yeah, we have all the MR berry. But, yeah, the kiddo and the missus are doing good. I sat in BS with the kiddo for, like, another, God, 2 hours almost after I made that post about finally going to bed. I had a really good time, actually. It was a awesome time to kind of reconnect because with her getting at her age, she doesn't want to spend as much time with dad, and that's cool. I get it. I was the same way. So getting those opportunities to kind of reconnect, catch up, see where she's at, what she's into, what she's doing, is really awesome. All right, so we need alpha blood. And alpha egg. We also are going to need to make the trinks. I'm a little afraid of this. All right. So consumables, kibble. Did I grab the wrong blood? I didn't grab the blood. I'm not a smart man. Yes, Ginge is the missus. Ginge is the missus. And then the other faces we'll see every so often. Miss Claire when she's available. We met her way back when in Guild Wars 2. I was doing a recruitment message, and it was rather inappropriate, but she had an awesome sense of humor about it, and okay, we got alpha kibble. Oh, that's what I accidentally grabbed was kibble. Don't want to grab that out of there. Now we need to grab check under drugs, and it's going to be narcotics. Apex infused. Alpha infused. Alpha blood and toxic narcotic. So titanoberry seeds, narcoberry seeds. Yes. So that's really what the goal is if we could start making like those little leaps every like episode, every other episode, we can start. I want to make sure that we narcotics. So okay, we got that. That's cool. So I'm going to make as many of those as I can. Yes. So like every time we're making a jump or a leap up, you'll see the difference in what the health is, what the abilities of the dino is. And it gets absolutely insane. So like once we make it to like certain tiers, certain elementals, their health, damage, speed, carrying capacity is insane compared to regular dinos. Then when you make it up to like demonics, angelics, it's a whole other tier. You're talking, you can get into like the 100 mils of health. You can start doing 1 million damage per bite or a few mil per tick, because you then get special abilities that are like fire based or lightning based. So it can ramp up super quick. So it's literally not even like a little jump. It's an absolute leap in ability. The problem with it is then when you start going against bosses and breeding, and it becomes a whole other scaled level of difficulty. And you don't really always know what's going to happen until you try it. Especially like in my case, I've not done this for so long. So we need rare flowers, rare mushrooms, and toxic blood. Rare flowers, rare mushrooms, and toxic blood. Easy peasies. We got that. I think we got that. Some rare flowers. I'm pretty certain we had some rare mushrooms. We did. And I know we have some toxic blood. Oh, party high. No, no, no. No partying high. There was a time and a place, and all right, so we can make 7 more of those. No, yeah, no lines with credit cards for this lychee. And in fact, very, very far removed from that. I don't have a problem with people who party and do stuff. I'll never tell people they shouldn't have fun in life. But at the same time, there's some things that I just don't know origin. So it looks like alpha. See if we have any apex blood, because I feel like the apex will do better against them. We do. But yeah, the most I do in life is as you know, I've not smoked a cigarette. This is now going on my 5th week. Week 4 wrapped up this Friday. Oh, yeah. No, so we needed narcotics to make the I did put Apex Blood in there, right? Yes, I did. I'm gonna have to make more toxic because I just screwed that whole process up. Ew. Which means we're gonna have to get more. Okay, that's fine. We got this. So for now, we'll put this in here. I'm going to test out with the alpha and see if we can knock an elemental out. But yeah, what we need is it's more like for tranquilizer, not for partying. Oof. See if we got any more eggs in here. We do. Always an awesome feat. Put those away, and then now we're going to head back out and see if we can find ourselves. Did I really just do that? Oh, never mind. I did right. So we'll head back out, and we'll see if we can find ourselves an elemental. I don't know what to expect of this. Let me see here. But I have to ask, like, can we take an attack from a ravenous dog and walk away like nothing happened? Okay, so uh-oh. We're about to have a problem. There we go. Get got. So myself without a dino, no. They will hit hard, my armor will break, and I will quickly die. The stuff just ramps up that quick without getting the higher tier armor yet. It's gonna go dark, ain't it? What we'll do is we'll find a safe place to set down, do some explore. But as you ramp up, like, to different tiers of dino, you'll definitely be able to take more and more hits. So if I was on like a demonic, most things would be able to attack me and I'd be able to just chill. Oh, there's a time and day I probably would have said absolutely. I am officially in that era where I've been hurt a lot, and I don't care much for doing it anymore. It kind of sucks. Toxic parasaur, don't really need it. So like back in the early 2000s, not you've probably been present when I've said it before. I took quite a bit of damage to the old head and neck, and well, I don't want to fly this way. That's where that one is at, that buffoon. And I've realized the more I've calmed down as I've gotten a little older and more mature, the less I like to take damage. All right, give me a second here, friend. That way I can find a safe place to set her down. If I sit down in areas like this, I will, yeah, this poor bird will be annihilated. Absolutely French toasted. Elder Itchy. You know what? We need to get some food for this. Where do you go? Don't want to hit the water. There we go. Got some food. Gotta make sure we take good care of the burb, right? All right. Well, thank you, Sneaky. Let me, I think I should be safe to set down over here on these rock formations. We'll check that out. Sit down on this one. Feel like I'm a little bit more removed. I'm probably lying to myself, but see. See what we got. Oh. Well, thank you, Sneaky. All right. So we got to hunt for an elemental now. That's a demonic. Now that may not look like much. If they have room, I very well might. I usually do a lot of like public lobbies and we'll join in just BS, hang around, goof, pass some time. And then not do a single bit of streaming because honestly I just feel like it's rude to jump into a public lobby or with groups without them knowing what you're doing, and it's not very intelligent for, you know, streaming sake either with some of the things that get said in lobbies. But it's a good way to unwind and get to know people as well. Absolutely. Although it's not quite like feeding in the normal sense of feeding a dino with these. It's more just food gets put in their inventory or they get put out. Let's see what we got here. Got an alpha. Getting a lot of alphas today, which wouldn't be bad, but I'd like to see if we can bag one elemental type. Now watch every elemental require like 2 kibble. I might have to cry. It took me 7 hours this past week to find the toxic dodos that I have. And get them to spawn. Now, when you look around, there's actually toxic dodos around. That's Elder Warthog, Dark Parrot. How much do you need, Dark Parrot? Won't sit still long enough for me to find out. Oh, I'm out. Element advanced. That's advanced. Can't even tame them. 10 degrees. And you go by Celsius, right? Trying to think about what that would be in Fahrenheit. Get some perspective. Because 10 sounds like super low. But I'm also used to everything being in Fahrenheit in my world. All the alphas are out. Getting advanced. So I feel like the last time I played this didn't even have like additional tiers to some other tiers that I'm seeing now. What are you? I bet you're an alpha. 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 Ooh, Quetzal. Got some Jurassic Park style dinos going. What's up, buddy? Look at him. Big old dummy with his mohawk. Alright, we'll go ahead and let you be today, buddy. I kind of have a soft spot in my heart for Quetzals. They, first time I ever tamed one was such a wild mess and such a headache. Alpha. Another alpha. So we're finding all kinds of alphas. Toxics. Even finding dodos now. I did do some research this week. Apparently they killed off like a whole string of toxic dinos that used to run rampant. But I was fortunate that the dodos that spawn do give enough eggs that I was able to tame our current bird, which is an alpha. Alpha Dimorphodon. There have got to be somewhere. You know what would be a good idea, though? Back this way, there is a little shrine we can use. Get some extra levels into our bird. I don't think I've used it yet. Oh, 76? Ooh, that's like a good, like, late spring day. We've been hitting, like, lows of, in this area, we've been hitting, oh, I think the other night we had, like, a low of 30. But we jumped back up to, like, 65 degrees Fahrenheit. And then today, I think we might have jumped into the 70s. But our area, like, the weather is so up and down. That's another buffoon, I think. Yep. Oh, Ferox. See the level of force that thing solo cleared? I really want one. But we've got some time before that happens. And that's a Celestial. 1.2 million health. Oh no, Torpor. 420k health. But that thing will summon down like a heavenly firestorm on you. Oof. All right, I'm gonna go upwards. We're gonna get away from that stuff. We do not want to be a part of that. It's definitely good that we hunt down. Oh, yeah. We'll hit the past few years, like in our area. Now, some areas are much worse than us. Past few years, we've had a couple days where, like, with wind chill, it'll hit like negative temps. But we've been pretty lucky so far. Past couple years. But yeah, we'll get like I think last year the lowest that I remember seeing was like 1 degree, and we had like I think 1 or 2 days where it was like negative in the winter. Still not a joke though. That's that sort of weather. You go out with any like extremities, your fingers and stuff. Oh, that's right. You're all not killing this bird that easy. Yeah, we're gonna fight back. But I'm not gonna be dumb. We're gonna do a little. Oh, this bird can fly backwards, kind of. The Fjord Hawks, which are like little miniature angry Argies, decided to swarm me. And now they're down there on that, which is all right. We're gonna pump up some health out of that point I just got. We are getting alphas like no others. Fabled? I can't get a Fabled yet because I'm gonna have to get through this tier. I think Fabled is next. Fabled or Special. Parasaur. Toxic. Elder. What we should do is check out that island over there. It's called Herbivore Island, but with Primal Fear attached to it. We're probably going to have some nasty creatures over there. But it's a good place to maybe find an elemental. What is that? If you don't... Oh. Ow. If you don't like tarantulas, turn your eyes now. Buffoon Ferox. Level 8 has almost 100,000 health. That thing is hitting everything like a Mack truck. They just go through and just clear everything. Out. Out. Nope. Can't do it. I know my limitations with that. Textego. Not gonna do anything with that. Megalodon. I'm hoping there's no buffoons over here. So like some of the celestials and some of the demonics, like the demonic parasaur isn't really very concerning to be around as long as you're not aggressive or something doesn't aggress it. But once it goes to attack, it's a wrap. Absolute wrap. Already some parasaurs. Looking like a lot of regular dinos so far. Bronto. Fabled. Come on, give me my. We just need an elemental. There's a unicorn. There's only one on a server ever at any given time. If it dies, it dies. Do we catch a unicorn? Okay, we're gonna try to catch the unicorn. What I'm gonna do is, since it seems like it's mostly safe down here, we're gonna grab a lot of berries because it's looking like it only needs 9 mayhos, so we'll want to at least double that. Got 8 currently, so yeah, we definitely got to keep kind of farming these up and hope that it doesn't do what they usually do. So the unicorns will do some goofy stuff, like many of the animals that you have to passively tame, or like when you're trying to tame a griffin, they'll randomly run into water, into the most fiercest creature in the area. All right, we're going to go ahead and eat as much food as we can, so we don't have to do that for a little while. Biggest thing, oh, it may have just made it easy for me. All right, buddy. We got it going. I'm hoping whatever I just did doesn't. Okay, we just fed it again. It's at 40% taming. So we're just waiting for it to buck, and every time it goes to buck, we have to press E. Press E too many times, it can take you off of it. This is a perfect spot for it to have spawned. This hardly ever happens. We were running a server one time, and somehow one spawned on day 1, and we were lucky enough to catch it. But this isn't something that happens often. I don't know why I'm acting like it's so special. It's a horse with a horn, but it's kind of cool. Not gonna lie, kind of stoked about that. Legit sneaky up here with the woohoo. Look at him. He all happy. Eat that mayho berry, buddy. And what's cool is we can ride these with or without a saddle. Now, unfortunately, it is a unicorn, which is a very vanilla, although rare, creature. So As soon as the more it moves, the better it will be, I think. There we go. We're at 84% taming, which you'll see the effectiveness down below on the right-hand side, just beside my stats. Oh, yeah, here we go. Going down towards the shore. Every one of these creatures like this do this stuff. I don't know how many times horses have died to the worst stuff because you can't control them when you're taming them. All right, I'm going to reach over here and grab my drink. Tried to do it without messing up this tame. I wish I could control my camera angle, but taming a unicorn. There we go. Oh, got it. All right, we're gonna... I don't see anything dangerous down here. We gotta look at them. Even got the good chin hair. It's all right. I do pretty much everything for free around here. I don't worry about all that. I'm not a influencer. There's plenty of people who are all in that game. Not me. I'm okay. So we have a unicorn. That is pretty cool. I can't wait for the other insane stuff to start spawning in. See what we can... I'm hoping we really need that elemental. That's a fabled egg. I'm probably going to regret my choices, but... What dropped the fabled egg? At first I would have said the Anki. Anki looks kind of fabled, but that's like a legit regular Anki. Anki? That's all regular dinos. Oh, Apex Megalodon. I don't see anything really special over here. I don't know how to feel about that. Also, I would have thought that Stego would have been... But a lot of these dinos are like spawning in with like super strange... I am assuming there's some sort of event that's still active. But they're all spawning in like that. Which... absolutely amazes me. I remember like early days, like the dinos were all pretty much like bland and you had to be hopeful to breed in like collars or have a mod to collarize them. So we're gonna head back this way. I might go towards Carno Island if you would like to see it. Little up arrows. Trying to think which... Talk about like the lights that are coming down from the sky. Let's see what we got down here. All right, let me take a sec here to check her out. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. So those upward arrows generally show like, well, you'll see some of them that look like that, and it's to show that you're gaining experience. You'll see some that look like that are to show like your creature's healing. I don't know What had... Oh, that was probably from where I'd hit that thing earlier to see if I can get levels up. Okay, so the healing is the cross, so that had to be from an XP boost. Only thing I can consider. So it had to be from where I hit that thing earlier. So I'm wondering if that might have been bugged, because after I pick up a dino and put it back down, it shouldn't show like that. Definitely going to up that. That's a Primal Tech Parasaur. We don't want to mess with that. I will totally go down here and grab that. That's free metal and stuff. You can't ever turn that down. Primal Raptor, almost 8 million health. We're never going to come near that to kill with our current lineup of creatures. A Primal Carno, 13.2 million health. And that thing doesn't just hit like a Mack truck. It hits like a kaiju picked up the highway and slapped you with it. Those things are absolutely insane. There has... I may have to go through and do a lot of killing. So I am seeing the only elemental that we found so far. Ooh, that was the Celestial. I think. It could have been a special, but or a elemental, second tier elemental. But that sounds like a Celestial. They could be kind of rough. Alpha? Alpha? Another Alpha? What are you? Dark? So that's Elemental Advanced. Currently, I just have Elemental Kibble. So we don't want to mess with that. And that is a Primal Megalodon. 11.2 million health underwater. And the 190% attack probably doesn't sound like a lot. But the thing's probably biting for like 300k. Oh, I almost forgot. We have to watch for dodos. So there are very specific dodos in this mod pack, I remember. And I think they're called like bomb dodos or... But they literally go off like missiles. If you get too close. Usually I find, or I remember finding... Oh, we're going to be attacked soon. We'll fly outwards a little bit, but probably ain't going to do much to stop that. 16 million health. When you're at this level, it feels so... Alright. So our next step is that island over here. So we'll see what we can do. That island over there is the Carnivore Island. chain. And our best bet is probably alpha, regular. I don't know if I've ever really tamed a Styro. I feel like I've tamed just about everything. I don't really ever remember doing anything with them. So we're going to let our stam rebuild. Double check we got some food in our invent, which is what we want. I'm going to go ahead and drop the regular hide because we're going to get a lot of regular hide. That music's going to keep popping up as long as that Primal Megalodon is around. And in the Ascendant version, with some of those mods, the number of beasties you can get waiting to eat you and the scale of them is absolutely insane. So let's see what we got down here. All right, we got a Fabled Arch and Tavis, so already we're looking better than usuals. That's an Alpha Palmio Scorpion. Fabled RG. Which technically we should go ahead and take that out. We can take that. That's extra hide and blood force for other levels. Because that's, I think, is the next level or two up from where we're at. Plus, we get items from these. So, like the Tame Helper will come in handy. Toxic Narcotic. Ooh, we got Trank Bullets. What's our current check? Ooh. 449 flak. We were currently wearing 167. Come on. So yeah, we're gonna have to start killing some Fables. I don't know that I should be flying this low. I'm not going to keep flying that low. That's stupid. It's okay. You're all allowed to tell me I'm doing something dumb sometimes. Rex. So we're going to keep hunting for our elemental. Oh. That's an Origin Argent. Chaos Rex. I can't fly near that. If they still do what I remember, I think they have like a life zapping effect on anything that is near them. And it's to the degree that I feel like my poor Argent's life force would be swiped before I even... Nope. That is an Origin RG. I'm gone. We don't have to live that life anymore. Nope, nope. Look, it's still angry. That's him over there tearing up that. He owns that island officially. All right. If we go into the snow caps, there's probably going to be wyverns and dragons. So we're going to have to proceed with a lot of caution with that sort of stuff. Fire parrot. We can totally tame the fire parrot. Does have 34 or 30 some K torpor. but we can do this. Gonna have to be careful. What kind of Sarco are you? We're gonna kill the Sarco out. There we go. We don't want anything near us when we go to do this. All right. We're going to go ahead, pull our stuff off the burb. That way, if we lose our stuff, it's all fine. All right, we just missed. Just missed again somehow. Okay. I'm generally not a bad shot. How am I? Oh, no. We're friendly. We're friendly. We ain't got to be like that. Just trying to make you my friend. Oh, no. We're friends. We're going to be friends. We're going to be best friends. Don't. Best friends. Forever. No way. All right, I'm going to go ahead and pop that tame helper in him that we got earlier. And we're going to go ahead and pop that in. And let's get a good dude. That tame helper was proper. It's only a 65, but we got it. So if we can find another fire parrot, that'll give us that specific kibble. I have a feeling the elemental ones are going to be the more difficult ones to find. Okay, there's a lot of howling in the background. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick you up. And we're going to shoot our way right on back to Casa de Lici. We don't have to... We've not died yet tonight. Now, fire hell could rain down on our base right now. It's happened once before. What do we need to make a fire parrot? Fire. Guys, no, we're not going to do that. Okay. What are you doing? Passive. All right, we got to put our dillos back up top. And I'm going to have to manage whatever that is. That's just a regular raptor. Just having a good old time. You know what? We're going to make friends with our new raptor. We're going to leave it out as a meat shield. It's going to pay for its damages. All right, so we'll go ahead and turn that off. We'll pop this on in here. Got to put our dodos back. Yeah, that'll work. So we now have another raptor to add to the family. I don't know that we necessarily need it, but it's just kind of what it is. We're gonna grab that dodo. grab its egg. Any other eggs we can get. And we're going to pop these back down. That way, we know for a fact we're good. Dropped us an egg as soon as we threw them out. All right, so that's 2 more alpha eggs, which is cool. So that was the elemental parrot. I feel like we should check out the elemental parrot. What do you all think? Drop this stuff off in here. Gotta definitely pull that down. That. Gotta put the egg away and the rest of the stuffs. I can't believe this. But we're doing all right with this stuff. It's actually come together. Actually, we'll put that there. Put our eggs up top. Don't want the actual berries in there, just seeds. Do we have any other seeds? No. Put our blood away. So we need that for all the tranks and armor and everything else. Ooh, almost forgot. Put that away. Now we can put the rest of the stuff in here. Sands. Toxic helper, or the helper we're going to keep up top. Stimulant, I think we could put in there. That we'll put up top. So we got a unicorn. And we managed to break into our most wonderful and awesome elemental dinos. So we need to see what we need for the elemental parrot. Elemental parrot, elemental hide, 520. Ooh, that might be a problem. I don't know that we have any elemental anything. We do not. Okay, so we need to go kill some elementals as well as tame elementals. That should prove to be interesting, I think. All right, that's fine though. We have the eggs, we have the means. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a short break. When I get back, we'll prep up some more kibble and we'll get our dinos ready. And yeah, so go ahead, switch over to short break. All right, so we're back. We're gonna go ahead and grab some necessary items out. See what eggs we got. Grab our blood. Toxic. Apex, and oh, we don't need the apex, we need the alpha. It was cooked prime meat, amar berry. I felt like there was something else. Savroot. That way we can go ahead and start making some more kibble up. Go ahead and toss that on the ground. Consumables, kibble. To make one more. That. See if we get any more eggs, just in case if we find a higher level. It'll help out. Just one more. Don't, yeah, we just had the two, so that's just what it is. I'm afraid with our base just shaking, what just landed on top of us? It's a little concerning. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That was just an alpha. We had Savroot, Amar Berry, that. Oh, and the blood. Put all that stuff up so we don't lose it later, because we don't need to lose it. Put the seeds away. Really, what I should be doing is just putting all the things in here that I know are needed for that, and then I'll put the blood in here. The egg away. All right. Only thing we have left to do is go out and kill and tame some more elementals. That way we can get maybe a better level one. That's a light parrot, which is also an elemental, but it's only a level 12. With 17k health, we should be able to kill it with this bird, I think. I won't promise, but we're gonna try it. I'm gonna try not to. So far, I think we got the upper hand on attack damage, which is why I've been bolstering that up. We don't have to have more life. We just have to have more attack. It's doing some serious damage. No. Saved it. There we go. Quick switch out to our Rex. Got it. We got it. We got it. No. No. No, 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 no. That was a bad mistake. That was... Rex? Are you okay? Yeah. Oh. Okay, we're good. We're good. Oh, where'd it go? There it is. Oh. Okay. We just gotta find them. I could have put them down and eaten them. But I feel like that would have been, like, super janky and kind of cheaty. We gotta do this the right way, right? Come back, come back, come back. I don't want to hurt you. I just want to use you for supplies. Okay, we should be able to use all that. Oh. Hollow, what is up, buddy? Welcome. Yeah, I didn't think that was gonna go down like that, but we made it, I think. There's an apex UD. Apparently I really need to eat. So the good news is we can at least see what kind of argents we got over there. I think we can now make our saddle for our bird. We're gonna go ahead, go back to Casa de Lichi. Yes. The fact that we didn't lose our newly tamed bird or the accidental throwing of our unicorn. I might have cried a little bit over the unicorn. Okay, so all we got to do, toss the stuff in, and that's elemental parrot. Oh, we need another 111 hide. And I'm going to have to repair all of this armor. Oh, that sucks. Okay, we got this. It's fine. So we'll go ahead, put this in here. We'll repair all this up real quick. Our chest didn't take much damage. There's that. That one goofy parrot. I can't even believe it. Yeah, but so like I love those moments where it's like you absolutely want to cry when you make a dumb mistake, or you come to realize like you were way over your head. But at the same time, those hold my beer moments. Let's see how bad this parrot is. Oh, wow. We're going to go down and we're going to kill a couple of things. See what we can do about getting the health up. Because, like, elders, stuff like that's not going to do any damage back, really. So, this will speed up the healing process, I think. If I made... I don't think I have any of those healing tame helpers. Increases your health, but puts you to sleep. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, we're not going to do that today. Pterosaur. Sorry, buddy. Actually, that's healing pretty quickly. So this might be the way to do it. Kill off some regular dinos. Because that's already from 3,000. If we just do this up and down the shoreline as we're hunting for some more elementals, we'll be fine, right? Yeah. We're going to increase some speed on this. I'm probably going to regret that later. Because the amount it's going to increase is going to be so negligent, it's not funny. All right, not bomb dodo. Thank you to your contribution of healing me. I think there's a thing over here where we can get some extra XP. If I haven't already gotten it. I haven't already gotten it, thankfully. So how did you get anything started with the group? With Repo? My goal was to join up if you were still playing after I was done with stream. Well, still is if you're still going. All right, we're getting kills in. Absolutely loving it. We definitely need more melee. Will this increase it? It does. Look at us. We're already almost at the 1/3 point. Awesome. I remember there's a buffoon over here. We're not going to mess with the buffoon. We're getting stuff off the alphas, which is awesome. Experience potion. Increase a little bit of everything. Poor innocent dinos. Hey! Most of these would have attacked me if I wasn't already attacking them. Sir, are you faster than me? Get back here. The truly poor innocent dinos. Oh, yeah, you are a lot faster than me still. Well, I think we have a few people who like the really small groups, which completely makes sense. I hope with some time, because Discord's been relatively active with just core people for a long time. So with everybody still being so new to each other, I think with some time and patience, people talking and goofing in Discord itself, getting to know each other, it's going to be an awesome place to actually quickly create parties. I think it's more the getting some more people in that want to see those same things, and just keep inviting and leaving the doormat open for people. Oh yeah. I'm surprised. I haven't seen like a lot out of numbers today. Well, I also get people have lives outside of all of this as well. And I seen Kittens for the first time the other day. For a few days. And I thought he was going to jump into some stuffs. I just did that. All right, this is going to be a problem. All right, so luckily we do have this. So I can retrieve corpse. That's not a problem. Where our problem is going to lie is that bird going to be alive? So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to toss out the Rex since he proved to be so formidable, kind of. I haven't seen a message pop up saying that the bird was dead. But once I'm done, I will happily join and see if we can corral some people in. Probably going to go for another 20-30 minutes tonight for the stream, since we at least hit that milestone of getting 2 elemental. See what we can do about getting our burb back. So I may actually cry over the bird. I have no clue what hit me. Oh, okay. Well, I'm not really too rushed. Just usually I either go like all night long on the stream, where I go a few hours. I really base it upon like, oh, that was that buffoon back there. We're crossing. We're crossing. There's nothing to see here, buffoon. I don't see him in the background. I kind of seen him in the background. We're good. Y'all didn't know a Rex could be so elegant in the water, did you? So we did at least get one of the deaths out of the way. Well, I kind of do things based upon like what I'm feeling. Streaming is fun. I absolutely enjoy it. The interactions with peeps. Also, I realize that there's times where it's just nice to BS and goof and have some fun with people as well. That's an alpha, and you left me an egg. Hi, buddy. I'm just gonna go ahead and gobble you. I really should grab that egg. I'm gonna double back. We're gonna grab that egg. I'm gonna regret grabbing that egg. I feel like as soon as I hop off of this, something's going to tag me. Okay, we're good. That's right, prove me wrong. Oh, that's where that Primal Raptor was at, too. It was through here, or the next one over, where that bird fell. Toxic Raptor, Primal Raptor. Let's see here. It doesn't even say what I was killed by. It just says I was killed. That's okay. Our bird's there. We have a burb. Well, if you ever need a hand with getting set up, let me know. I feel like it's like one of the. I'm definitely not the best. There's certain things I still need to do. I just realized that I have to do something else with my setup for the mic. Oh, we got the verb. What hit me? All right. Continue getting our life up. And I've definitely realized I have to do something with my mic. It's a great mic. I've got to get it set up away from my desk because any jarring of it. Oof. I feel like sometimes people get lured in, or at least when the facial hair was longer, by the Temu Kratos look. Demon, I bet that's what killed me. That amount. Speaking of, I've got to do something this weekend. Trim down the neck and the hair. Gotta let the face keep growing out though. I miss the longer beard, but it was. I feel like every couple years, like my face goes through this stage where it just dries out uncontrollably. Dude, there is something horrible taking place up here. I shouldn't look. We should not go and look. But I'm going to. Parasaur? Parasaur? Nothing dangerous. We're going to go up a little higher. Play it a little safer, maybe. Ooh, tarantulas. Oh, that is, I bet. Where is it? That is definitely one of those buffoons, I think. Oh, it's so nice in the summer, or like when you're like going through that dried out face stage. But like, do you get that like I feel naked moment now as well? Before my last trim, it was like down a little bit further. And then before that, it was, yeah. I had the longer hair as well. It's a face. And yeah, my beard went down below my chest. We got some cool stuff over here, it looks like. Do I have all the kibble on me? Ooh, I have like all kinds of stuff on me. We're gonna litter in the woods. Please, whatever you do, do not do this if you're going hiking. But otherwise, this is A-okay in the game. In fact, the last time we played RV there yet, the squirrels really appreciated the excess beer cans, I was told. What was this I seen over here? Here it is. That's an alpha dimorphodon. Level 44. I don't know how they attack or how they're... I know the alphas are rideable. I kind of want to get an alpha dimorphodon. Yeah, every time I have to go through that part of grooming, I absolutely cry. I usually get a good couple years of growth before I have to worry too much about. I really should get some alpha dodos. The Hesperornis looks pretty sweet too. Not gonna lie. Elder Fjork though needs to go first. Come here. All right. Oh, that little butt. All right, we got him. I'm just not seeing a whole lot spawning out that we want. And I accidentally took out our alpha dodo, which the sooner we get more alphas. Dude, he had to growl right in my ear as I passed by. I think I'm gonna get Ginge to try out tomorrow some Berglund gnomes with me. I think that'd do her some good. Oh, we got a caustic parrot. What level was that? What else is down here? An elder itchy. That caustic parrot, though, I'm telling you, that would be... But what I should do is first get rid of this itchy. Definitely gotta get rid of the Sarco. Okay, we got rid of the Sarco. We got rid of the itchy. I'm gonna go ahead and keep those. And that. And we're gonna go ahead and take the hide too for good measure. Apex Raptor, we're gonna kill it. I feel like we should be able to take out an Apex Raptor. I would hope. Oh, God. I just mentioned those bomb dodos. And I was really curious if that's what took me out earlier. Oh. That's a problem. All right. I don't know that I necessarily want that caustic parrot, but I kind of want that caustic parrot. There we go. Just gotta swoop in just right and tag it. And now we can go for you. Oops. Accident. Accident. I don't think he's gonna believe me it was an accident. Buddy. Yep, they're not gonna believe me. It's alright. He can take a hit. There's another raptor over there. I see it. No, that's a bunny oviraptor. Disregard. Okay. Nope. Ooh. All right. Um, I'm gonna have to get off of this bird. Yeah, I really should have gotten another. Oh no. Okay, no problem. Fast travel. Bam. That works. So worst case scenario, I lost a bird, right? I mean, I hate to do it, but I didn't name the bird yet. So does it really even count? Retrieve. Oh, I need to get some trackers. Well, we do have another alpha egg. Do have kibble. Like, I feel like all we need to do is get the saddle and maybe another bird to correct this. I should have just went to kill that, I feel like. You know what? For now, we're just going to throw all that in there. I should have focused in on the kill of that because we really are close to getting another bird with a saddle. So I feel like I do dumb really well. Let's just be honest. It's fine though. It's all okay. Okay, so that was only the second death. So we did get all the deaths, at least. So that was on the other side of the world, which is fine. Yeah, I had one death, I think, right before you came in, or right just as you came in, and then that. Which honestly, real quick, we're gonna bring that to a conclusion. That way people just jump in and talk. All right, so I'm gonna head through here. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do this on foot and see if that burb's still alive. If it is, awesome. If it's not, we're gonna eat that toxic. So that'll still be more hide, and then we'll have a bird again. And with a couple of improvements, that bird will actually have higher stats, or should, question mark, than the other. Trying to look for a bright size on this. Okay, we hit the rock. Oh, we are. Now, the biggest thing I'm going to have to watch for is I definitely know I have to watch for the whatchamacallit, the buffoons. There was also a primal raptor and a couple demonics between us and where that bird is. But luckily, it's a noticeable landmark for anybody who's played the island like 50,000 times. And I think Sneaky should be very happy with his very fast Rex. Yep, I'm out. I know I am not the biggest predator on this island. I'm just glad my system won't currently run like some of the insane stuff, like if I were to do Ascend It. Because I couldn't imagine playing through like with Kaijus and Omega running in this current state without getting this under my belt again. All right, we're gonna have to put that stand back up. We're almost halfway to the journey, though, I think. About the halfway point, right? It's not so bad. Now, there's a Primal Raptor over here. So we're looking at like almost 8 mil health alone. But I can outrun it, I found out. And it's not so dangerous in water. So all we gotta do is make it through here. And apparently the smaller Mesabuffoon runs from you after you hit it a few times. That is the most weird looking demonic parasaur I've ever seen. It's so colorful and vibrant and not all black and creepy looking. It's almost warm and inviting. It makes it that much more dangerous. I feel like that's the one that like invites you over to its house for cookies. And next thing you know, you wind up in a well while it holds a purse dog and tries to get you to put the lotion on your skin or something. All right. Right over there. It's where all of our trouble will have to take us.
Legit.
All right, we're gonna head to this most outwards corner and cross. Regen that stam real quick. I'm gonna take myself off cam for just a moment. But we'll continue being present. All right. We're gonna go ahead and try to make this journey across the water. Behold, the majestic Rex in all its splendor during its annual journey, migration paths. Vámonos. Take one more quick drink. We'll kick the can back on. There we goes. All right, we got music, but it's unimportant music. It had to be something smaller. So I'm not going to worry. The only thing I'm going to worry about is if a primal megalodon spawns. Toxic. Alpha. I really should be taming these instead of beating them. All right, we're going to go a little bit further inland. I don't see anything. Okay, we're fine. It's all okay. That's an elder. Was it on the other side of this? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, because we went around the corner from that. So we are definitely going to want to watch out. I'm going to go ahead and increase that HP. I feel like our damage is mostly okay. Get out of here. I'll eat you all too. You're a fabled, I can take you. That's right, get bit. That just knocked that thing out. So this Rex might be a big deal. This Rex may wind up becoming a super big deal. With good enough health. Okay. There's my burb. What gender is that? That is a female. What gender was the other? That's a male. But I think they're different types, so I don't think it'll matter. So I feel like the best thing I could do is get this bird before it dies. Oh, it doesn't get me from the back. That didn't sound right. I hope nobody clips me with half the things I say. That's right. I can go caustic too, buddy. I mean, I would never go caustic. Accident. All right, bud. Gotta go down. That's right. Already down 5k in health. I'm barely taking any damage. Yeah, he's going to want to run. Get nibbled on. This poor green screen. Oh, where'd he go? That's him over there that went that way, I think. That's the only thing that sucks is like when they go through that fight and flight. I'm pretty certain that was him. Yeah. Yeah, that's the caustic. Oh, and we get a leads? Get munched. Buddy, I'm gonna have to ask that you quit running away from me. You know what? my best bet is probably going to be from here. What if I were to just line up the perfect shot? Didn't miss it immediately. Like that. What? Hitboxes, I feel like, are fun. Trying to aim ahead of them. It's not working. Seems like I'm off by just like a split second. That should have hit. All right, buddy. We're going to try again. There we go. That's right. I'll just nail you. I'm not opposed to that. And we already got an egg if I can get him down soon enough. I mean, technically. You know what? I wonder. Like, it's almost out for the count. But we really should eat it. We need to eat it. So we're just going to do a casual Rex swim. Because we already have the one parrot. So if we can get the hide up, we can have second flyer. What's your health at now, buddy? It's at 7K. Buddy. There we go. Should I tame him? Probably. And we have enough hide. Oh. That's so much better. Anybody joining us tonight, welcome. I'm Leech. Tonight, we're doing, of course, some ARK Primal Fear, old school, because it feels like home. And outside of playing Trees Hate Us, like what else would make us want to rage? But we are finding some success occasionally, despite only having 2 deaths. Unlike the many that were forecasted. All right. My building layout was a little messy, but we'll take that back. See what we need to make the saddle. Elemental. We can make it. We have a second flyer that's valuable and that's going to help us do big things in life, I think. I hope. God, I hope. I'm just going to dump this stuff in there for now. It'll be fine. Certainly, it has to be. All right. I'm going to put our unicorn on out because I feel like our unicorn deserves a happy home where he can hang out and chill. Look at him. And if anybody has any names out there that they would like to throw out or that they'd like to see any of our tames tonight get, please let me know because I will totally name everything horrible names. As somebody who played 2 seasons with different parasaurs named Paraplegic and a pair of other things, believe me, I'm not joking. Bad naming tastes. Oh, look at them.
Look at them.
Oh, okay. There we go. All right, so he only has 14k health, but oh wow. Yeah, that's okay. So that's going to be a difference. I feel like this is a keeper. This might be the coolest bird I've tamed in a long, long time. But we do at least have to see what he can do. Oh, well, that's definitely one thing he can do. All right, so that's his. Okay, we're only chomping for 800 or for 700, almost 8. Let's see what we can do. The flight is fast. Dude, this is insane. We're going to keep pushing that up and that. All right, we're getting 400 per tick. Plus it's burning. That's pretty cool. Oh yeah, we already took out. Yeah, that's done. So all we gotta do is just give this a nice long break to heal up. Pump up some health. And some melee? A lot of melee. The fire animation though, I feel like they embedded like a grill or something in its back. This is like going on a super speed boat with the fire coming back into the camera. But this is still really cool. We officially have a parrot that needs some Tums. Absolutely amazing. All right. So I feel like this is a good point. What do you think, buddy? Yeah. Yeah. He said, yeah. I think this is a good point. I think to call it a night for the stream. We hit the major points. We're at 2.5 hours. Not usually my longest, but we'll be probably jumping into some repo here in a little while with some friends who were so kind enough to come in and say hey as well. Thank you all. With that said, do me a kind favor, everybody who sees this later on or join tonight, take good care of yourselves and each other, and catch you all later.